roll call here. Long time, no talkie. But here, starting tomorrow, is squirrel season. This is the 2026 squirrel season, what runs into the 2026 season of hunting. And this starts to open up my hunting for my area here in Indiana. If you're new to the channel, squirrel hunting is something that I've really come to like. Really come to like small game hunting in general. When you're digging through those freezers, the back straps are gone, the tenderloins are gone, steaks are kind of dwindling down of what you're making out of your wild game meat. It's always great to score that piece that's in the corner of the freezer or they kind of forgot about. That's always a plus when you run into that trouble. The other day, I found a nice piece of venison. Thought I was all out of venison, cooked it up, put it on the grill. It's fantastic. So it's always good when you find those small little pieces you have in your freezer, because again, I mean, depending on your family, you can hold that stuff for quite some time. But small game hunting is fun. Really got into bird hunting a lot this year. If you go look at some of the pheasant hunts I've been on, so on and so forth. And I just think it's good. And another tip I'll give you is when I'm out here rabbit hunting or pheasant hunting in my area, or even maybe I get lucky and I run into a covey of quail or something, is other animals for the upcoming seasons. If I see a ton of doves in a spot, I'll take out my GPS because I can't afford Onyx. I can't afford to pop the piston, to tell you the truth. But I'll type that into my GPS and I'll put a pin on there. If I see deer in the area, I'll put a pin on there, what time I saw them. And if I go through the small game season and I mark these spots, if you go to my turkey videos, there's a reason why I'm always on a turkey. Yeah, I might not be able to shoot the some bitch, but I'm always on a turkey because during this time of year, this is where I'm seeing turkeys. If you go look at some of my shorts and some of my other videos, even squirrel hunting, I'm running into turkeys. Well, after I make that small video or that small short, I'm going on my GPS and I'm marking turkey in this spot at whatever so-and-so time in my notebook. You know what I'm saying? I'm really jotting down what I'm seeing as I'm going through this part of hunting season, which is the opening salvo, which starts the spiral down into deer season. So that's another great tip I can give young avid hunters, man, is when you're going out on these trips on small game in your area, or even in areas that you'll revisit at some point, always pin those points on your phone. Get Onyx. There's a couple other apps that you could use that the people will shill it for. But I'm telling you, Onyx is pretty good. But I mean, I can tell weather when it gets bad. Ask people around me. I can figure it out really quick. But very, very beneficial to do that. And then when those seasons roll around, you'll have spots to automatically go through and kind of work your way through there. And if you see other animals during these seasons, that other seasons are closed, and you see those animals for the closed seasons, man, mark that stuff down. Very, very beneficial. The more information you get, the better off you're going with. I know a lot of people talk about deer hunting in trail cameras and how they don't like them because they're just old bastards that have been sitting in the woods for 50 years and they've worn their plaid shirt and blue jeans and they tell you don't need shit. How I've killed some pretty good deer is timing them and watching them go through the motions. When you get to the rut for deer season, your timing is gone. The beginning of deer season is where you get your timing in to hurry up and score quick hits for that season. So a lot of information you can gain from small game hunting. Not only good meals and just the experience outdoors, but for the upcoming seasons, you can really scout. And I just posted something about Don Higgins the other day. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that Don Higgins says, but I will say this: he's right. If you're not getting your ass out there and scouting and doing these other seasons, even if you don't like it, just getting out there and scouting, you're probably going to be less successful than what you're doing is going out and scouting during small games, or just going out there if you don't do small game and just scouting your areas. We all can't afford 1,000 acres, 500 acres, 50 acres at that. to do this stuff at times. You know, I've gone to people's houses. How do you think I've got some of the spots that I got? Knocked on doors, man. Hey, can I hunt your property? I'll do work for it. I'll split the game with you. Doesn't matter. It's just me now. So which is even better because I have a deer. If I shoot 3 deer this year, it's 6. Man, dude, it could become really, really interesting where I never have to go into a Walmart, Myers, or Whole Foods or whatever's around your area ever again. I'm telling you, I walked into a supermarket for the first time in 3 months the other day to get my license. And I'm telling you, I don't want to be there. And looking at society, I don't want to be in society either. That's why I look like Grizzly Adams maybe. But small game hunting is going to be jumping off. I can't wait for it. Chomping at the bit just to get out there and do some real scoping, especially getting the skinny on what's going to go on public land, since now deer regulations, if you live in the state of Indiana, have changed, and you should really go look at those because now you can use neck down cartridges on public land. So a lot of rules have changed for hunting. Please go to the DNR website. Don't listen to people on Facebook or any other social media. Go to the source. That way you don't have to figure and ask 60 questions and have smart ass remarks on the internet, because I've seen it already just the past month. I'm all about encouraging others to get out there and do it, but when you do it in a snarky manner in tone and voice, it turns people off from hunting. And I've seen it before happen. So it's always good to, give out information, but don't give out too much information. Don't ever give up your spots unless it's for somebody that you really trust. But small game hunting is going to be very fun. Those are some of the videos you're going to see, and whatever else I see out there on public land, and explain some of the areas, in the spots that I hunt. So maybe one day if you come up here, or you move here, or you come here for a hunting trip, you can take a little bit of advice out of it. I don't hunt public land a ton. I've just started doing over the last few handfuls of years, because it gets pretty dicey out there on public land for certain critters. So always remember that. Don't give out too much information, but give some information out that can help another person, like I'm doing here. Go out there, scout during these seasons. I definitely do it a lot during dove season and squirrel season to look for turkeys. Really do it. I am starting to become a turkey wannabe hunter really bad. And this year it took a lot on that, I call it the collaboration bird, to bring him down. So again, I'm really getting interested in a lot of different huntings, just not deer hunting all the time or big game hunting. So look out for those videos. I greatly do appreciate it. I know I haven't made a whole lot. I've got like 3 or 4 videos already. I have to go through there and edit them in my shitty edits that everybody hates, and make sure everything's quite good in there, because some of this stuff is going to be cool. It's going to involve firearms, of course. But stay tuned. Just give me some time, and then we'll get back to it. If you're going out this year hunting, whether it be for small game or deer, just be careful. Please review your regulations in your area. If you don't know anything, or like the DNR here will put a lot of savvy shit into the wording of certain laws. If you don't have an idea, call them and tell them, please explain this to me, because a lot of people are having a hard time with the new deer tag restructuring here in Indiana. But it's pretty cut and dry. But some people, they just don't catch on. But I greatly do appreciate all of you guys. Again, I apologize for less content than what you've seen over almost the 11, 12 years that I've been on YouTube. But stay tuned. Hopefully I get some good shots. Broke another tripod. So, I mean, if you want to donate to the channel or donate a tripod, just send me a message, and then I'll send you my address or where you can send it to, so I can go pick it up wherever I stay at next. So hopefully you enjoy the videos coming up. Like always, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.